What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of OCD and his frigid weather and excuses. This is a one-of-a-kind episode. Psych, it's every episode. So here's what we got going on here. As some of you probably know, if you do follow the channel or follow my Instagram, I am an ambassador for Blackvue Dashcam. Now, if you know me outside of that also, you'll know that I do not partner with companies that I don't actually believe in. I won't represent somebody, I won't post about them, and I won't talk in any sort of nice context about somebody that I don't actually feel deserves it, because my word matters to me and I hope it matters to you. So when I talk about a company, I truly want you all to believe that that is an actual company that I've had personally in my experiences, nothing but good experiences. So Blackvue has been with the channel for a couple years now, and when I can tell you right now, I have had zero issues with any single Blackvue product that I've had on the Scat Pack, the Hellcat, the Hawk, the Tahoe, and very soon to be the new Escalade. So what we have here today, we're gonna unbox. This is actually my fault that I didn't unbox this sooner. My son actually fractured his leg a little over a week or so ago. And before that, it's just been so cold. It's kind of like not a motivated situation at all in my life right now. So I should have had this opened, but this is their new DR970 dash cam. And I got to tell you right now, I'm very excited from looking at the specs, because I've had the 900s so many times already now, and I've just been obsessed with them and have had nothing but good results. So what we're going to do today is unbox this, just show you what comes with this 970 and their new Ultra battery. I've tried a bunch of other different dash cams right from the beginning when I used to start out with the DOTD. I don't want to start saying the names too much, especially because it's in this video, but if you follow those videos, you're going to know that they're coming back eventually, and I do want to post a lot more dash cam content, especially living in New Jersey. I see some silly stuff, and you know, it's fun to post it. I've had this for like 3 weeks or so. I've just now settled with the car between the PPF, and I had a couple issues that came up with other things, and then obviously now the weather. Obviously all excuses. I should have had this done. I think what I'm going to struggle with going forward in the future is that I don't have a space in here to do the mods that I was doing. It made it a lot easier. I could control, no matter what the temperature was, I could control doing the mods. That's the problem, unless I find a place, or my office does have a garage. I don't know, maybe I'll start doing some install stuff over there. We'll see. But anyway, as every video goes, I've wandered off into the great abyss. So we're gonna open this up, see what we got, and then hopefully the next video or 2 videos from this, we'll see what's coming out. I'm gonna try to get this installed into the Escalade, then I'll explain all of that. Because you know what I don't love about this camera? I think I've talked about it. Sorry, I like to do unboxings and stuff. I talk a lot, so if you're not into that, this is definitely not the channel for you. But I do what I want. Quing. I've discussed this. Let me move this thing so I can see what I'm looking at. I think I've discussed this in the past. What I actually don't love about the camera that I'm on right now. It's a Sony RX100 V2 or 7, whatever it's called. What I don't love, I opened it upside down. It's kind of stupid, but that's the way I roll. What I don't love about it is it's right now it's doing 4K 30, but it like crops in. It's a pocket cam. It's not meant to be crazy. The plan is I'm gonna switch over all to my temporarily for now my A7 IV. I have the A7 R5 now that I just bought that I'm gonna devote directly to still images. Keep the A7 IV for hybrid video, whatever. Then the plan is to get an A7S III, and that was going to be what I wanted to do, because video wise, forget it. Like I'm gonna post a video on here, totally off topic, but let's get these things out here so we can discuss. I'm gonna post a video on here about the surgery I had and the weight loss and everything. Oh, there is no. Interesting. I was gonna post a video about the weight loss surgery and stuff, and it's funny because when I looked at it, like the video quality on the last clip that I'm gonna post in that video, it must have been on my A7 IV, because Jesus, like clarity wise, and then obviously if I'm wearing a mic, audio would be a little bit better. This isn't too bad audio wise. That's why I've always liked this camera. It's not like the GoPro. I felt like the GoPro audio needed a little bit more. That's why I had to get the external thing. But audio wise on this, it's been decent. I can't complain. Listen, first world problems, right? Complaining about what? This is whatever. But I'm gonna actually contact Blackvue. I thought I was getting a battery, the Ultra battery. So I'm gonna just see about that, but I think it's I'm either gonna just use the one I have. I don't know if that's the new one on the other one. I don't know, we gotta figure this out. So like I said, I'm not posting anything until I figure out, but right now what we got here is the new DR970X 2-channel system. And what I love about this one, so you got the Blackvue Cloud. Apparently they just updated the app. So in that video, we're going to talk about the app as well. But you got remote live view. I've never had this. It's a connectivity module that will go on the window too, where I'll be able to, I got to figure all this out. Again, like, excuse me, I don't know a crap ton when it comes to electrical stuff. Total transparency. Work by Drive actually came over and helped me figure out the hooking of this other one up to the Hawk, because I'm that much of a dog poopies when it comes to things. You know, I just painted my side markers and somehow did a good job with that. And you know, my thing is detailing and organization, and you know, talking about stuff. I'll go through it, I'll figure it out, but I just want to let you guys know that when I'm doing it, I'm probably learning it just like you. But like I said, this is the camera, and it's a 4K 30 FPS front camera, the full HD rear with 30 FPS, 8 megapixel front and 2.1 rear, Sony Starvis CMOS sensor, up to 256 gigabyte micro SD card supported. Now, that's something to talk about. I've never really found a necessity to have more than like a 128 or something along those lines, even a 64. The way I look at it, like I don't really park. I mean, if you do park a long time, then that's where the card would come in handy. But for me, like if I ever have something going on and I need to pull the footage off, like what's the beauty of this camera and these systems is it just overrides the older video. So for me, I've never had an issue where it was a storage problem. So yeah, you can go up to 256, but to get a really good quality 256 card, obviously you're gonna have to spend, you know, when I'm learning more about cameras, you know, 128, 256, these SD cards and like the different classes and the speeds and reliability, you're starting to get into some high dollar cards. It says compatible with the LTE module, that's what this is. Compatible with Blackvue Cloud service for real-time location, push notifications, etc. Mobile hotspot function requires Blackvue LTE module, which we have now. The loop recording and intelligent parking mode. So now that my vehicle is parked outdoors a lot, and it's more of an actual, get out of here, bug. It's more of a actual daily driver than previous vehicles have been. These things are going to be very beneficial for me. It's even got, you know, all the things that you would expect all of these to have: impact detection, motion detection, time-lapse recordings. So it'll just keep track of everything. So no one's going to sneak up on your car front and rear and touch anything or mess anything without you knowing. Built-in low voltage cutoff, so it doesn't just completely deplete your battery. Awesome. High temperature cutoff. Awesome. It's got event file overwrite protection, adaptive format free file management system. So it does have an app for Android and iOS. It has a Blackvue viewer for Windows and Mac. Total transparency, I've never actually used one of these on a computers. I've just it's so easy to get the footage off the app and just transfer it. It's been better. So, and then they have a web view for parking mode. So you can actually, like, that's crazy. I gotta try that out. You can actually do a view on your computer. You can do GPS logs, driving reports through the reports and maintenance, video backup. So it's got the cloud storage. Really, really cool. And like I said, it's a 2-channel. So it's got the front and rear camera. It's really all you need. The 3-channel is awesome though. But the one I have a 3-channel. It's a 750. It's not a 900. Not that that really makes a huge difference. But I do want to open this real quick just to see and show you kind of sort of what this LTE module will look like. And then we'll just show you what the dash cam looks like. So inside this box comes with all of this stuff to attach, put everything in. The manual for the user guide explains about putting the SD cards in and everything and getting all of that hooked up. It's really not a big unit, which I do appreciate. Haha, she didn't say that. You can't even say that's what she said. She didn't say that. It's actually not bad. It's very thin, low profile. I gotta figure out how everything installs. It's gonna tuck. If you hear any noise upstairs, that's actually my 3-year-old son with a fractured leg and a boot for the next, he's had it for over a week now, so for the next like 2.5, 3 weeks, he'll have that boot on. And he's got this club foot. He's smashing down on the floor. God help him. He's the cutest little thing in the world though. So that's pretty awesome. We're gonna have to go through that. And let's just see what the dash cam looks like. Excuse the video if it's long. It's not an install, but it is what it is. I'm gonna cover this information here because it's got probably something for my dash cam. So that's what it looks like when you get it. I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna show you, like underneath it you get all of the stuff that you would expect to get with any of the previous Blackvue dash cams. Quick start guides, and underneath all of that it's gonna be all of the wiring and stuff. So if you have a cigarette lighter, this would be the cigarette lighter to power things. And then there's pry tool. This is to connect the front and the rear dash cam. And then there's a hardwire kit. So there's grounds. I gotta figure out how to install all of this. Again, like I said, I'm not great with electrical stuff. I have an idea on what I'm gonna do. How it gets executed will be a totally different story. So again, here we go. As I just pulled all this out, it'll never ever go back the same way. So this is the actual dash cam. There's a button on here, so you just push this and you can pull that off. So this stays on the window like that, and you can adjust it based on how you want your angle. And when you're done, or you want to take your camera out, you're just going to unplug. Oh, so you got a format button here now. The old ones used to have a Wi-Fi button. There's definitely some differences here. GPS and B-Will. I don't know what that is. I got to do some reading. But like I said, it comes off. I think the rear is pretty much self-explanatory. That one doesn't come off. That's just got one connection, and then you can turn it however you need to. It's a little tiny thing, but it does give you plenty of quality for videos. I've actually had an accident where some lady cut across multiple lanes with no blinker, sideswiped my Tahoe while me and my whole family were in it. Thank God nobody got hurt. I mean, her car got quite a bit of damage, and I had basically nothing. I had like little scuff marks that got polished out in 2 seconds. But like I said, main thing with an accident is thank God nobody gets hurt. That's first and foremost. After that, I go after her. I showed the cop right away, front, rear, dash cam footage. It was on my phone within 2 seconds. When I got the police report in, that was it. I gave the cop the video, and he wrote it down on the report that I was no fault. So there's just a lot of behind the scenes with these things that you look at and you realize that the value of having these dash cams is tremendous. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to make sure I showed you what we have. This is going to be going into the Escalade. For better or worse, I'm going to figure it out. It's just going to be a wiring thing for me and figuring out exactly where location-wise, but we're going to figure it out. It's going to be fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I will update you, or maybe even update this video before I post it. I think I was supposed to get an ultra battery. I do need an ultra battery because I plan on using parking mode for this. Also, as far as that LTE connectivity thing goes, they did send it, but the one I tested a long time back had a SIM card sent to it. And I mean, listen, they do a lot for me. They send me this camera, and I'm super appreciative of everything. So if there isn't a SIM card and it's something I need to look into to add to like a pay service, I'll look into it, and you know, I might just do a separate video on that down the line. We'll see. I did message about that also. I don't expect them to just give me free LTE stuff. So if there's something to do with that, I'm gonna update you, and that'll be another video. But I did, like I said, send a message to Blackvue. Every time I have any correspondence with them, it's a positive situation, and this is just like every other time. I messaged the ambassador handler, and she's one of the nicest people I've dealt with professionally and on YouTube and doing influencer type stuff. And honestly, I was like, listen, I didn't know if this was a mistake or an error or something, but I didn't have the battery. Immediately I get an email that DHL, this was mailed out within a couple days. It's here. No questions asked. Super amazing customer service paired with a super amazing product. You don't get that combination often, and I will not stress that enough about how important that is when I start working with a company. That's what I look for, and that's what I've had for years, and I've been trying to tell you all how amazing this company is. So let's just open this box so you could see what was going to come in the original packaging and what we're going to be working with when we get to the actual install video. So honestly, it's a little bit crazy. Can I get over here? It's a little bit crazy trying to record on this setup. I do need to invest a little bit better into some sort of stable tripod. Oh no, never cut toward you. That's a rule, okay? Always cut away from your body. And then take your razor and go zoink, get rid of that thing. So I do have a lav mic on. That is the one major difference. So let's just pull. What the heck is this? Alright, so it comes with some padding. I don't know what this is that showed up. It says rear cam RC200. It's a bracket. I think they accidentally sent me a camera, a rear backup camera, because this is not, this goes with cameras that I don't even have. I'm gonna have to contact them, but this is not supposed to be in here. This is what we were looking for here. This is the battery I'm looking forward to. I kind of want to just see something real quick. Size-wise, I really just want to know if this is going to fit in my glove box. So, just going to take this sucker out of here, and we're going to just check it out real quick. So I will just show you real quick. This is going to be my main situation here. I don't know what all of this crap is here, but it leaves a gap on the bottom. It's not flush. There's no way to sit it where it's not going to move, even on this side. Let's see. I don't see any good way of doing this. Can't fit in there. I'm going to consult some friends about this and try to see if there's some sort of something that I could buy that could sit in there, in that area, that would keep this flat. Is there some sort of whatever? Because if that's the case, then it would be set. I could just leave that there. I mean, technically that would be all right there. I would just, like I said, I would want something there, but I would want something that's not going to end up causing some sort of heat issue. I'm going to put all this stuff from when I bought the car. Okay, so, yep, that's it. Ridiculous. It's always my luck. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are an OCD OG, I truly appreciate you. And when it's time to do the install, you'll get notified of a video about the install. I just gotta find a time. Still have to figure out the formats, and we're gonna kick some butt. Thank you for stopping by. I hope everybody's staying happy, healthy, and humble. I'll see you on the next one.